This is Anna Tate, trainer and assessor at TAFE SA, here with Renuka, employee here at NEMI, and Daniel Nothwell, her supervisor. So last week I met with Renuka and Daniel and we discussed the learning program that we're going to have here at NEMI that will come across 3 sessions, and we'll incorporate the specific learning needs and learning objectives of Renuka's in order to tailor it to what best suits her. So, Renuka, can you tell me about your previous learning experiences?
So I've had some training through NEMI, and at my previous role, which was mostly in a classroom.
Yeah.
And at my previous role I did a lot of shadowing type training.
Yep. Shadowing training. Sure. Great. What would you see as your goals for this training? So, I guess I have here that you've been working in mental health and you were working with young people before that.
Yeah, so I think there's, like you said, there is a big gap between what I worked in my previous role with young people and sort of understanding better adolescent mental health and how it works into the adult system.
Great. So we talked a little last time about how we would troubleshoot any considerations for the work to get this training underway, and that you would need to work around other supports and your other day-to-day duties.
Yeah.
And so we said that we'd look for coverage from other staff and also potentially move some of this study where it can be perhaps the assessments online.
Mm-hmm.
So I will, Daniel, if you can just let me know, think about anything site specific that I should know when conducting training here.
Yeah, in terms of orientation of the office, we have some security stuff around locking the doors, so access to a key would probably be something that you would need to have. So in terms of orientation, finding your way around exit doors, that sort of stuff, so we'd take through that process.
Okay, so you would provide a key for me whilst I'm here?
Absolutely,
okay.
Yeah.
Great. And in terms of you being Renuka's supervisor, during this training and once the training is complete, what sort of follow-up would you provide in your role to assist her with her learning?
So we'd probably provide checking in around how you're progressing with the training, if there are any things that we need to review or discuss with Anna in terms of the...
Yeah, and you have a formal supervision program already in place here at NEMI.
That's right.
So you could incorporate this as part of that.
That's true, yeah.
Okay, so in terms of the delivery of these learning activities, so as we've discussed, there would be 3 specific trainings that would be about 3 hours each in length. Renuka, because you have said that you do find learning through doing and also learning through observation quite useful. Yeah. There will be a range of activities around case studies and role plays, so that you can move into the role, and also some opportunities for shadowing when we do our site visit at Headspace. Yeah. So our first proposed activity would be the referral. So we'd be looking at some knowledge of the different services available to refer young people to, like Shine SA, Headspace or Hyper. Mm-hmm. That was identified as something people would like to know more about. We'll have a discussion of a case study, and we'll also move into some assessment territory of looking at making some decisions on who to refer the case study to from a group of services. And then our next learning would be around advocacy. So we'd be looking at some role playing around being assertive, a discussion around rapport building, and also looking at a case study, and then some some decisions around what would be the appropriate way to advocate for the young person. And then finally there would be our site visit to Headspace, and we would look at having a discussion afterwards, and you guys would write a report to give back to me on what you learned from that experience. And so in terms of aligning the learning with what you're doing here at NEMI, the learning can be applied to work with all of your clients. We can also talk to the learning and development team and potentially can use the learning we've gathered in order to create an organisational document that can incorporate NEMI principles into working productively with young people.
Great.
Sounds good.
Okay, so, and after each session I will provide some feedback forms for you to fill out, just to let me know how things are going, and I'll also be very welcoming of feedback as we go through the activities. Okay, so if I could just get you guys to sign here, and we'll be starting training in a fortnight's time.